So, there have been so many questions, and I've seen so many traders with so many uncertainties that they don't even know what the market is doing. Is it buying? Is it selling? Is it buying? Is it selling? Okay, but first and foremost, I would like to give us an applause. When I say give us an applause, that's on a lighter note, though. I just like to give us an applause for the fact that most of the currencies we've speculated, they've actually just moved in the right way we speculate them. So that's what I'll be doing first. I'm going to do that first to make us quickly see why you need to take this analysis serious. Okay. So I'm going to, and of course, if you feel like I am coming here to just come and say this, you can go to the YouTube channel, look at the previous videos, look at where the market was, look at where the price was, and look at where it is presently, and just watch it and check out for our speculations and see if we are lying, and just check. Okay, so yes, we have a track record, and we can boldly come out to say that yes, we did speculate this, and it's happening live and what that. So I'm talking first about oil. I just want to talk about oil. When oil was still, told us that oil is on a bullish trend. I'm not analyzing oil now. Coming back to do that later. I just want to tell us how we speculated and how it's what's giving us what we want. Well, oil was trading above this resistance zones, and we said we wanted it to come back here first before we'd be interested in what's in any buying. And we've been able to see oil perfectly forming a pattern and came back into the zone, to give us what we want. Okay. And we said even when it comes to the zone, we want it to give us a pattern before we get into the bargain. So another pattern is being formed, but I don't want to talk about that, and I'm coming back to talk about that later. Let's go to I think yes, AUD USD and NZD USD. AUD USD has also been consolidating, in a sideway, has been ranging from back and forth. And on the last one we did, spoke about that as long as it still stays below this trend line, as long as it stays below this trend line, and as it comes out, we expect a retest, and just like we speculated, it came into this area, and look how it has sold to the downside. The same thing with NZD USD. I could remember this too. We drew the trend line, and we said, look at how it react from here, and however I react from here, check the lower time frame for even more patterns, and we're able to see it from here, sell down to to this next support zone, which is the top and the base, which is the base of this the range zone. So we expect soon to that it breaks it to the downside and what's cleared. So what I'm just trying to say is because as many people were filled with so much of uncertainty, like what would the market do? We were not devastated because we were sure it is a sell. When it was forming this bullish card, we didn't feel like it was a buy. No, we knew it was a sell. Okay, so our mind was okay that it is a sell. And as long as it stayed below this support area and in within this trend line, so we saw it sell. And I think the last one should be US 30. Okay, that's good too. I remember that gold years from here we called it for to break this counter trend line. No, we didn't call it to break this counter trend line. It was here, and we called it for to retest the counter trend line. We called it for to sell back into this 100% increment, and it fall down. And while it fell down, breaking the base, we actually called for that it should come for a retest. But we called it around this area. It went like he wanted to keep selling forever. But I was in speculation that it should come for a retest. And you see, sorry, please. You see that gold has given so many people big questions. Why is gold buying? I'm talking about gold from the technical side. I don't want to go into the fundamentals, okay? I just want to talk about it from the technical side because I know the fundamentals, one way or the other, many people know about it, but I didn't want to talk about it from the more fundamental side because if I want to talk about for the fundamental side, okay, Israel and Palestine, people stocking up their assets in gold, safe haven and all, okay. Let's just look at it even first from the technical side. Okay, even from the technical side, what is happening on gold? Yes, it broke this there was a pattern that was created on retesting this counter trend line and retesting the inner circle of this pattern. So it retested it twice, which we saw what happened before. Because if you can remember, I was talking about that. The reason why we call it price action is also using what has happened before, using the past price action to dictate for the future things. So we look at how it happened, and we saw that it retested twice. Okay, did the same thing here. Retested twice and break the counter trend line. And if you see on breaking this counter trend line, it came back to retest. So we already speculated that it should come for a what retest. And I feel like that was just what good came to do from the technical side, just like I said. Not talking about the fundamentals now, from the technical side. I even saw some questions. People asked that the DXY is going up, gold is going up. DXY, yes, on just its own monthly, the overall bias of the market is what bullish. Gold is bearish, but gold needed to come retrace. It needed to come touch. You see that this is an hem pattern created. It needed to come touch, and for every hem pattern, what you want to use to get into the market is what? The retest on the neckline. I understand that, yeah, the candles form on what breaking the neckline of this hem pattern was too much to come out for a retest. But yes, the retest was necessary. The retest on the counter trend line too was necessary. So I count it as that, gold has just come back to do a retest and a touch back into the inner circle of this pattern. So that's for gold. We also called it for while it was there on this place. Why? So, and don't forget the overall target for gold. If you will see, reactions here and see it eject properly, the overall target of gold is still to go down. But now I think that's that for that. I don't think there's any other one I'm missing. Okay, maybe US30. US30 is still stalking. It's still stalking around, and we still expect. Yes, we know it's supposed to buy, but yes, we speculated that it should form it's something like a W pattern before it shoots to the upside, but it's still stalking around. So today, the first thing I'm going to be talking about is AUD/USD. Okay, sorry about to talk about our previous speculations. I know, sometimes the reasons that give you reasons to forge ahead, the motivations that give you reasons to forge ahead is how well have you been doing. So yes, we just need to applaud ourselves and we need to appreciate everyone. And we've been quite doing well on this space, and to know that many of the things we come here to do are not just waste of time for everybody. So it's just also beautiful to refresh our mind. This was what we said, this was what we said, this was what we said. So that's that for that. And please, if you can still see my screen, I think a question today, so it doesn't look I'm just speaking to myself. If you can see my screen and you can hear my voice very perfectly, if you can see my screen, can hear my voice very perfectly, please let me know before I begin to start to talk about what we have for today. Please, if you can, I just need one or two people to let me know if you can see my screen perfectly and you can hear my voice perfectly. Please let me know as I continue. Okay, thank you so much, Mr. Ruya. So yeah, this is AUD/USD, and oh God, okay, I was about, okay, Mr. Land of the Rising, thank you, sir. Thank you, Mr. Ruben. Thank you for the response. Okay, so AUD/USD, be clear and know for a fact that this guy is selling and it will be selling for the next few weeks. Okay, now let's go to the weekly. Okay, so on the weekly, you will see that the last week candle was able to close below. Okay, it was able to close below this sideways movement we've had from here, below this range, below this, whatever it is you want to call it, consolidation, the sideways channel, the whatever you just want to call it, consolidation range, sideways channel. We were able to see that last week candle was able to close below, and that's the weekly candle. So it says a whole lot about that range. And you'll notice that the last time that happened on the bigger range, because don't forget that we've been comparing this bigger range to this smaller one. Okay, and I would even show you one reason why it was necessary, and one thing AUD played out this morning that would have costed some people to even lose their account. I'm going to show you very soon now. So we are quite sure that AUD/USD is what is selling. Even from the counter trend line here, we're able to see that yes, all fine and good, that AUD/USD is what is selling. Okay, so what's the next thing on the daily? Now on the daily, it broke to the downside, came back for a retest, and it got another touch on the trend line, and what came down to sell. And let me tell you this in case you don't know. See, for every massive candle you see that you buy or you sell, see, there will be a little rest. It might not come immediately, but there will be a little rest for the market before it starts pushing either to the upside or downside again. Okay, either to the upside or downside again. And there was something I've been noticing on ADUSD, and I want you to please stay closely with me to listen so well. So now I'm bringing back to this bigger range here. Now I'm comparing everything that is happening within this space to compare it within the space. So it's giving me a more detailed and a better information to what is going to happen next on ADUSD. So we are not just entering this market blindly. No, we are staying properly informed. And don't forget, this market creep away, and you are just going left disheartened and devastated that, oh, why is this happening? Now I got into a sell, it's buying. Now I got into a buy, it's selling. So you need to get it right, get your information correctly before you either press that buy or that sell. So now let's go to the 4 hours and you see what range before I come back to this smaller one. So you notice that on this bigger range, when it was going to break out from here, okay, when it was going to break out from here, see how it broke out? It came back into into that zone. That is the support area it broke out from. And look at it. Look at the first candle here. Look at that spinning top candle that formed on the 4 hours. It formed like it wanted to start coming back to sell. And look at the next 4 hours candle to form like we wanted to sell. And the next candle that formed, 2 bullish candle. You know, already some people that have gotten that, okay, yes, it's confirmed, we want to keep selling to the downside. And the next candle that formed was 2 bullish candle before we had the proper engulfing candle. And like I say most times, see, you need to allow the market close. Don't assume for the market. And this first red candle was to trap people. And you see that after forming the bearish candle, rather, that engulfed it to the downside, you see the first movement was to come to the 100 retracement, and the second movement was to go back again to do a second retest before, just to take people away. You would imagine that you have been in this sell from here. Imagine you have been in this sell from here, and you're already here. You know, the next thing you want to do is to break even, or you just want to take partial. Yes, you should take partial profit from here, but the next thing you want to break even. And you see that on this next, okay, what's happening? The network. Oh, sorry. I think my network. Okay, so and you see that on the next of this area, this support area, it was going to sweep away so many sellers, making them look like it doesn't want to buy, and see how long the week was towards engulf it and start selling to the downside. Now, don't forget, I want you to pay attention to this first spinning top candle that was formed before the next bearish candle that was formed. Okay, look at it, look at what happened. Now, come and look at the recent candle that formed on AUD USD recently. Now, it was so obvious that everything AUD-USD was coming to do after it break the support area, which is the base of the range, was to come and see a retest on either the trend line or the support area. Why is my network doing like this? Okay, either the trend line or the support area. Now look at it. We had another spinning top here. I had another almost like the same thing. So that's why I'm saying that you see this market. It's not just called price action no. Look at how the price are detected. At times, you need to pay attention to your charts. You need to pay attention to things. Look at how they detect. So I saw a bigger range and I'm seeing a smaller range. So I need to look in for correlation. And when I say correlation, I'm even talking about still on AUD-USD. I'm not talking about AUD-USD with another pair. No, I need to check what is looking common in between so that it can save me, so that it can give me a proper precision into the market. Okay, so immediately that this spinning top form, the next one that formed was giving a vibe that yes, he wanted to start selling. So someone who did not know was going to get in the sell from here. And already, if your stop loss is quite close, would have taken you out already by now. So now, what I'm expecting, even after this bearish candle that was formed, is to see 2 green candles to push it properly into this base that was broken. Oh God. So please, are you with me? So it was to actually give it a push back, and now I'm expecting a proper push. Now I've seen one. I expect that the next count, even after this close by 2, is still, and I think there's news today. Yes, there is news today by 1:30. Yes, okay, correct price. Okay, correct so rather. So I expect that it push it to to this base of the again. You can go back even while we are live. Go to your chart and normal, like I'm saying it, okay. It's proper. I'm going to wait for candle to 4-hour candle engulfing candle close before I get into the market. And when you get to the market, don't forget that your first and even most likely your overall target for the temporary movement, if you have not been in this if you have not been in this trade for a long period of time, if you just want to get in now, your first and most likely your overall target temporarily should be the 100% retracement here. It should be the 100% retracement here. It should be somewhere here. Again, while it comes to place, I expect that it also comes to another push into what? Into this. Oh God, why is this doing this? I expect it to come give another push into this base again. I expect it to come, and on the second one, you can now properly ride it from this word upside to the words. Don't forget that our overall target on AUD/USD is to what? Is to push it to the next base, which is somewhere around here. So that's nothing less than that's 0.6200, yes, and which is nothing less than 160 pips away, and that's quite a whole lot. Okay, that's quite a whole lot. So that's that for that on AUD/USD. I think the next one I need to show us now is Euro/USD. We don't talk about this guy so much, but today I think we need to talk about it. Why? Is because for a numbers of days and weeks, I've been expecting to see proper movement or proper clarity into things, because as it is in a very dangerous area. It is in an area that you have to be very, very careful and not just take things from your head and say, okay, this is what it is, this is what, because when the price is either in a support area or price actually maybe in a resistant area, one needs to be very, very careful, because there is where manipulation tends to happen the most times. Okay, manipulation tends to happen either when the market is in a support area or in a resistance area. And from the bigger time frame, you would notice that Euro/USD is in a support area. Okay, I don't know. Seems my network is not too good. So this should have come up. Okay. Okay, I don't know. I'm having issues with my network, but I think it's fine now. I don't know. Oh God. Okay. Ruben, if you are there, please, Mr. Marvin, Mr. Lando, please, if you can hear me and still see my screen, please, can you just let me know, please. Stadiola, Ruben, or someone, please, if you can hear me quite well, and you can see my screen, please, can you just let me know? Okay. Okay, yes, thank you so much. Thank you. Share screen. Okay, you should be able to see my screen now. Yes, this leak is coming from. Can you see my screen now? Mr. Ruben,
Yes.
can you see my screen now? I presume you should be able to see my screen now. Okay. Yeah, I presume you should be able to see my screen now. Okay, yes. So yes, I wanted to talk about Euro/USD and oh God help me. Okay, so this is a descending channel. And you know what channel means? Channels are just the same thing as saying yes, the market is moving in the uptrend or the downtrend. Okay, so and Okay, you know that the strategy for channels, how to trade channels, is that when it gives you a touch on the words on the support, now this upper count trend line is acting as what the resistance. Why someone else's speaker is on? Okay, Mr. Adiola, please can you mute your speaker, please? Can you mute yourself, please? Please, I need everyone to mute their speakers, please. Okay, okay, should be fine now. Okay, so yes, how to trade channels. How to trade channels are quite easy, and I think I will have it here. This is baby pips. Yes. Okay, so you see that we have the up channel, we have the down channel, we have the up channel, down channel, and side channel. So what we're having presently on what on Euro is a what is a downward channel. It's a down channel, and it means we have been seeing a what a lower low, a lower high from a lower low, a lower high, a lower low, a lower high, a lower low, another lower high being what being formed. And you know what that means. And don't forget the most feasible target on Euro USD. Oh God, I don't know. Why is it happening today? Okay, so I don't know where the glitch is coming from. I don't know. Okay. This guy is, I don't know what's wrong with the network. It's very rare with me. Yeah. Oh God, I have so many beautiful things to show. I don't know why this is happening. I don't know why this network is really, really giving me glitches. Okay. So yes, basically what I'm just trying to say on Euro USD is that it's presently in a downward channel, it's a down channel, and I expect it to give, you know, to come into the base properly. Yeah, so the 100% retracement which is somewhere around there, that's the most feasible next profit target. So yes, presently, and you see that yes, while giving this lower low, lower high vibe, it came for a proper third touch on the trend line. Okay, it came for a proper third touch, and from here it means that yes, nothing is going to make it happen. I don't know what wants to happen. Euro US is going to come, it's going to fulfill all righteousness and touch this 100% retracement, okay, before it gives any other movement again. So yes, if you have not gotten into the sell, you can get into the sell. If you see, yes, go to the lower time frame, see a pattern and get into the sell from here. Of course, make your SL as accommodative as possible and sell into the sell to the downside. And yes, and that's nothing less than 110 pins away from where it is presently. So that's that for Euro USD. I've also spoken about AUD and gold too. I think I've been able to say that we expect that the next movement on gold should be seeing a reaction on the counter trend line and the inner circle of the pattern. If we see a rejection, like on the 4 hours, probably an M pattern, we see a rejection to the downside. Yes, we can again ride it from where it is. I don't know why this network is giving me glitches today. Oh God. It's the first time I'm experiencing this. I think I have to change. Guys, please, I need you to hold on. Please, I need to change. I think I have to change my network to since if this get better. Please hold on with me. Please don't go anywhere. Just stay tuned and hold on with me, please. Okay, about the network. Oh God. Okay, so sorry about the glitches happening today. I didn't even see this coming. I don't know why this network chose to disturb me today. And it's really pissing off, but it's just what it is. I'm so sorry about so sorry. So yes, I've spoken about I don't want us to lose focus. I've spoken about spoken about EURUSD and AUDUSD, and yes, gold. Gold also we expect gold to as it is presently now. Please don't be taking away like okay because it has bought to this upside and because the war is still ongoing, people are still saving their assets in gold. Don't be just from the technical side. See how the market reacts. React to this counter trend line react from here. If you see a pattern on the 4 hours, please don't hesitate to don't hesitate to sell. If you see a pattern formed and confirmed rather, confirmed here, goes to the upside again, give us a second top and comes down and give us a proper engulfing candle to the downside. Yes, you can actually get back into the sell of gold. So that's that for gold. Able to talk about gold, Euro USD, and HUDUSD. Also, the same goes with NZUSD. NZUSD also. If you see the next candle closes below, this is the candle. Yes. So if you see the daily candle closes below this, below the base of this below the base, below the support area, yes. So any candle that closes this daily candle closes below it, then yes, get into the sell if you haven't got into that before already. So the next one I want to talk about again is oil, and which will be the last one for today. So yes, US oil, like I already speculated, the overall bias on US oil is to buy. It is on a bullish run. It is to buy. Okay, that's the overall bias on US oil. That's the overall bias on US oil. Okay, so now yes, don't forget that we've seen the movement from the weekly and the monthly, how it has been able to move from this base even to the next zone, came back to came back for some rest and to also give a second touch on the trend line and also bring it to the upside, coming back again for another touch and to sit properly in that base and in that zone. And now you would see, even forgetting, don't look at the fact that there was a gap here, gap has been able to has been covered up, but we've seen another pattern being formed. This is a W pattern. This is a W pattern being formed on the daily, and you will notice the bullish candle that was formed on that was Friday. Look at the numbers of candles it was able to engulf altogether, not less than 1, 2, 3, 4. So it has been able to engulf that. And yes, this guy next movement is coming to this upside. Yes, that's the first one. Why the overall target is to go to the top. Don't forget top. I've shown us these things before, but I think I just have to say it again now. So that will be the overall target. Yes, the next zone here, which is around 110.12. That's the overall target on what? On US oil. But the next and the first profit target should be around 94.13. So now, how do you get in oil? How do you get in for oil? Now, you will notice that on this 4 hour, I actually do a what? Sorry about my network. You have to bear with me today. So I just drew also I have the box here. And why is the box here? Because if you notice and looking close, you see that another pattern was formed within the 4 hours. So this is a W pattern that was formed within the 4 hours. And look at it. So now I expect, forgetting the fact that it has formed like this has engulfed it to the upside. No, I expect that it just come to give a quick touch into this the markets can be very, very tempting. You are seeing that it's clear that it wants to buy, it's clear that it wants to sell, but there are still some movement that wants to take you away before it wants to start buying or selling. So you have to be as smart as possible with the market. There are some movement you are very sure that this market wants to buy, it wants to sell. But you're seeing that some movement are happening that just want to take you away from market. So what do? You have to be as smart as possible as market so that you can be able to go alongside with the market. So now we expect a buy, but we are not just buying blindly from here. Of course, as you can see, there are movements going on around there. So we expect to just come quickly, give a quick touch, that can just have a touch into the W pattern. And from here, you can just get in. You can get in on your buys from here. Yeah, something like this. You just get in your buys and take it to the that's going to be that would be more of a first profit target. So that's that on US oil. So today we've been able to talk about Eagle USD, how it is in a descending channel, and we expect it to come to the 100% retracement. Spoken about AUD USD2, how we are using the big edge to compare to the smaller with what is happening, how we expect a further push into the support area properly. Then we can get into sell to the 100% retracement first, and even take it from the second retest again and ride it all the way to the downside. And even on NZUSD, see that it closes below the base and just keep riding into the downside. And gold, we expect to see proper reaction on the counter trend line and inside the pattern form. We see a rejection on the 4 hour time frame, a proper pattern form, and engulf to the downside. And of course, we can get into it. So US oil is buying and still continues to buy. And now we want to ride the trend properly. But before that, we expect some little push to the downside. And as it gives us the push, we expect to take it up to the upside. So I think that's that for that. And that's more of a summary of everything we have done today. So Eagle USD 1, NZ USD 2, AUD USD 3, or US oil 4, and gold 5. I think that is quite enough. If not for my network, I don't know why I'm having this glitch today. I should have also shown us something yes, I think I wanted to show us XMP 500 to XMP 500. But I don't know why my network is leaving me glitches today. I really do not even know why. This is the first time I'll be experiencing such. Okay, XMP 500 too. I just want to show something very quick on the weekly, and after I'm done with this, I just give it a wrap for today. So yes, this S&P 500, now you can see on the weekly how it has been moving from zone to zone. Yes, lower zone here, break it to the upside, come again for a test, and you would notice at every retest to push to the upside, there was always something like W pattern, came back, and give a final push. So W pattern, give a final push to the next zone, break to the downside, give a push to the next zone, come here, so many dramas, break it back to this, break it back below this zone, and come again to give a retest, push it back to this minor, okay, minor support area here, and give a push back. Okay, now, so you see on the on the weekly, weekly chart, we can see that this is the first touch, this is lowest base, and we've seen the first touch on the trend line. This is the second touch, and presently it is at the third touch. And don't forget that the third touch on the trend line is the most beautiful impulse movement. So now this is it on the weekly. So what are we expecting or anticipating? We are anticipating a buy, because on the overall we've seen S&P 500 buying for a very long time. So yes, this was just to retrace, and we expect that they've been able to break to this upside and come back to give a retest within this support area. We expect to push back into this. Sorry about that. We expect to push back into this resistance area. So that's that for that on XRP 500. So if you go to the daily, I expect that the same thing I've been speculating and expecting on US30 will almost be the same thing with S&P 500. So I expect that it give us something like a W pattern before it takes the push to the upside. So I expect that it give us something like that. And I feel like with that, it will further solidify and even give us a more assurance, to give us reasons why we should get into the market for a buy. So that's that for that. And I think I've been able to touch as much as possible for us today for the rest of the week, because again, we are just having it once in a week now. So I think I've been able to give us very, very quality information, at least that can stay with us for the rest of the week till we meet next week Tuesday again. So we've been able to touch AUD/USD, NZD/USD, gold, and US oil, and XRP 500 and XRP and even gold. So that's that for that, and that's that for today. Thank you so much for staying with me, even for the fact that I have many network glitches, and thank you so much for staying, guys. Thank you so much. I think, okay, yes, okay, this man was there too. Special shout out for Mr. KJ, thank you for joining. Mr. Land of the Rising, beautiful having you around. Mr. Marvin, thank you for staying true. Mr. Austin, thank you for staying true. Mr. Ruben, thank you for staying true. Mr. Adiola, thank you. Thank you for having you around here. Sorry about the glitches. It is not a common thing with me, but it is what it is today. So thank you so much for your time. Thank you so much for joining in and tuning in. And next time again on Tuesday, I expect to see every one of you around, and even inviting your friends. Yes, inviting your friends. Invite people to join Boost Fund. Invite people to to get in so that they can get proper information. So don't forget. We wish everyone the best. And the company who has sponsored this definitely wishes so many traders the best. So the company who is behind this innovation is Bulls Row Funding, and many appreciation goes to the team behind it. The team, and I think I have one of the support man to here, which is Mr. Austin, and the team have really doing a whole lot. Yes, you can testify. You can see their review flying around. It's not even looking like they just came into the space of ProFirms. So you can see how much of their reviews are flying, and it's because they're really giving their best to the trader, and that is very much appreciated. So thank you all for joining. I see you again next time on Tuesday, same time, same place, and please have a safe week and trade as best as possible. And please don't forget to manage properly. See you again next time. Trade safely, fine. Thank you everyone for joining once again.